Good evening and welcome. If you can find a seat, we'll get this plane over on the taxiway and up in the air, and we'll enjoy the in-flight movie. How's that sound? We're glad you're here tonight. I'll tell you what, we've got an exciting program lined up for you. A fantastic speaker with a wealth of information. I'm not going to spend a lot of time up here. I have been accused of being verbose. Most of you know what verbose means, right? Very wordy, like to talk and that kind of thing, which I fit the bill. But anyway, we're glad that you're here. And I just want to challenge you, before I turn it over to Cindy, who has a couple of announcements, and she will introduce Bob Long, the speaker for tonight. And I just will say, when he comes, you need to give him your undivided attention, because therein lies a ton of wealth for real estate investors. Now, my challenge to you, and what I want to ask you, these are all rhetorical questions, so no hand raising or comments. I want you to think. One of the greatest gifts that you were given when you were born was your mind. And you remember as a little kid, all the dreams and aspirations that you had, and all the things that you wanted to do and become. We live in a society, and we're programmed that unless you can figure out the way right then to do it, you need to let it go because it's pie in the sky. But I'm here to tell you tonight, you need to recapture all those dreams. I spent the other day thinking, okay, now when I was in elementary school, I used to send off brochures to places like Alberta, Canada, to Nova Scotia, to Australia, to their Chamber of Commerce to get, I had, at 8, 9, 10 years old, I had dreams of traveling like that. And my dad said, boy, do I look like a money trader? How are you going to do that? Well, I didn't know. So all the dreams left. But as a real estate investor, what are you doing to enhance your business? What are you doing to change your life, to build your business, to accomplish the goals and dreams that you have? Really, I want you to think. Periodically, I sit down in my office, close the door, turn the phones off, and sit back and ponder. I know some people think that's a scary thought when I get to thinking. But you need to do that. To recapture what you want to do. And I have likened my whole... I didn't get into real estate until 2008. I didn't know there was another way I could make a living and really accomplish the dreams and aspirations. Going to Australia, going to Nova Scotia, spending Christmas and New Year's in Hawaii, that kind of thing. I didn't know you could really do that until I got into real estate. But you get to thinking and you get to pondering. And here's the key. At night, tonight when we leave here, it'll be dark. You'll have to have the headlights on to see, correct? Now, it would be rather foolish if you sat here in the parking lot and didn't go anywhere because your lights didn't shine all the way to your house and you couldn't see all the way to your house with it. It's the exact same way in your journey in your business. You may not see how to get to the end, but you've got light to go from here to the back wall, and until you get to the back wall, you don't need any more light. There have been real estate deals that I knew I was on the right track, and I was just taking it one step at a time. I wasn't real sure how it was going to turn out, but I knew I was doing the right thing. All the numbers added up, and I was headed in the right direction. And you know what? We sold it, closed on it every time. walk away with that check in my hand. It's like, yes. Because I went with the light that I had. I went as far as I could, and then I got more light. So, what are you doing tonight to enhance your business and accomplish the goals and dreams you have? Well, you're on the right path because you're here, right? So, and this is the right place to be. How many first-timers do we have here tonight? Wow. Man, give them a round of applause. That's fantastic. I tell you, this is the right place to be. This is where you get all the news and information that you need. So, anyway, that's my little piece for tonight. So, Cindy, I want to turn it over to you. And while you're coming up here, I want you guys, everybody that's here, I want you to give yourself a round of applause and just thank yourself for being here. All right? Do that. Good job.
Okay, I have the new member cards. We have those filled out. So I'm
Oh.
just sending it all over.
Okay. David Poole. Michael Ermy.
Here, you name them and on okay, I remember one of them.
Eric Scott. Ray Thicklin. Daryl McCray. There we go.
Super. Now, Cindy.
All right. And, one thing before I give it to you is Longhorn Investments. Come up and, they've got a special deal coming up here, and pay close attention.
Evening, everybody. Great to see brand new people show up, first timers. And that's why it's fortuitous we have this tonight. Coming up here on April 5th, we have a class we're offering, Rehabbing A to Z, from finding deals to financing them to determining your rehab, determining your exit strategy, the whole bit, start to finish. We're going to have showcasing deals local in Kansas City within the last couple months. We won't be doing properties from other cities that took place a year ago. This will be all local. The people who did the deals will be on hand to answer questions, to talk about them. We'll be answering your questions. It's going to be a fantastic class. It's going to be over at the Career Education System classroom on Ward Parkway. Grab a flyer. I'll leave them here. It's going to be April 5th on Saturday, 9 a.m. And there will be some breakfast provided. And I know you're wondering about the cost. Here's the thing with that. If you mention that you heard about this class through KCIG tonight, it's free.
Can you get any better than that?
You can have free with free donuts.
Oh!
Yes.
Is there donuts?
Yes, there are.
Cindy will be there.
I'll be there.
So yes, mark your calendars, April 5th, free class. For anyone who's just getting into real estate, or even if you're seasoned, we're going to have contacts there for contractors. We're going to have wholesalers there. Your questions will be answered. Bring a big stack of questions. Be ready to learn something. And we will see you on the 5th. Thanks.
Thank you. I look forward to the donuts.
One more?
You have some question? Is pre-registration required?
Is pre-registration required, Mike?
No, it is not. We will just show up and make sure you say you heard from KCIG. I will get the information to Polly to put it on the website as well.
Okay, great. Good. I just want to say a quick word here about Cindy. I know you see her around a lot, and she's here and there, but being the president, Cindy's my VP, and working with her, her and I talked several times during the week about different things. And this gal really has a heart for KCIG, puts in extra hours, goes way above and beyond in trying to provide quality speakers that really have content that would be beneficial for what our membership is trying to accomplish, building business. And, you know, I can't say enough good about Cindy. I just want to say publicly that she is a fantastic VP, and I tell you what, if you need to talk to somebody about real estate or just need a shoulder, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, call Cindy. All right.
Thank you, Dave. You're a sweetheart. Okay. The first thing I'm going to talk about tonight, real quick. Next month, we have Chris Johnson is going to be our speaker. He's going to talk about grants. Grants not only for real estate development, but also educational grants and business grants. In sharing this, I've come up with this idea. I saw his information. He's a national speaker, okay? Attendance will be free for everyone, that meeting. But he's going to give you nuggets of information. There is a ton of grants out there available. There's a ton of them. So, you know, next month we're going to have a grant person, a grant national grant expert. Chris Johnson is going to be here. So share that. I know I've been sharing it with my non-for-profits. They're going to be here, you know, so share it as business, education, and real estate grants for development. Tonight, we have